Welcome back, Vintage Cards here, and just a quick video of some LCS pickups. Hit up my LCS, he got some new vintage basketball cards in. This is James Jones, or Jimmy Jones, played briefly in the NBA, but really star in the old ABA. Here he's on the Memphis Pros, but mentions on the back he was actually had previously been with New Orleans Buccaneers of the ABA after coming out of Grambling. Really good ABA career. I think he's on the ABA's 20 greatest players, I think 25 greatest players. James Jones. Next up, this is an awesome card, one of my favorite card, also from the 71 set. Roger Brown, this is a rookie, and he is a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest Pacers of all time, no doubt about it. Probably he and Reggie Miller, the two best Pacers, and this is his rookie. The back, I love the beginning, if you can see it. Mr. Clutch and the Man of 1,000 Moves are two of Roger's nicknames. He set 2 playoff marks by scoring 53 points in one game and hitting 7 3-pointers in another. So again, the ABA had the three-point line, about 12, 13 years before the NBA, and Roger Brown was a star sort of two-guard, small forward. But if you go on YouTube, look at some of the old ABA Finals games with the Pacers, and you see Roger Brown, just a great all-around combo guard. Reminds me a lot of probably Oscar Robertson, really, skills-wise, and even kind of like a Grant Hill, but with a three-point shot. So psyched to add this card. I actually have one already, but just wanted to grab a second one. It was really cheap. Then another Hall of Famer, Wes Unseld, center, former NBA MVP and Rookie of the Year as well, and later won a championship with the Washington Bullets. Yeah, after they moved from Baltimore to Washington. But just a tremendous player, very influential center. I think he influenced a lot of those guys from the early 90s. And then sort of the two of the bigger, not really big cards, but fun cards. Anyway, I was psyched to see them. I've been looking for this card for a long time, and shout out to Modern Vintage Collector. Detroit Pistons, great. Bob Lanier, and then later starred with the Milwaukee Bucks for a handful of seasons in the 80s. But just love this card, and the Pistons warm-up just looks so old school. And I remember growing up, Lanier was famous, at least for me as a kid, for having the largest sneaker in NBA history. Until I think Shaq maybe had a slightly larger sneaker, but 6'11", 265 out of St. Bonaventure, and just a real fantastic player, obviously a Hall of Famer. And there's also, I've seen a documentary on YouTube about his time at St. Bonaventure, really, just blowing that program up back in the late 60s. Bob Lanier. This was the most expensive card. This was $15. The Roger Brown was like $3, I think, which was crazy. And then the other ones were like $1. And then this card I had to get, even though conditions not perfect, but how can you go wrong? 71 Topps, Wilt the Stilt, finishing up his career with the Lakers. And the back just crazy. Already the NBA's all-time scoring champion, Wilt is approaching Bill Russell's record of 21,721 rebounds, the only center in history to lead the league in assists. So what else you want the guy to do? Plus he's an awesome defensive player, obviously. You guys all know about Wilt Chamberlain. But just a great card. And it has a pretty serious crease down here. So that's the reason it was only $10. Yep, $10. So could not resist it. So anyway, just 5 additions to my 71 Topps collection. I think Topps did an awesome job with basketball in 71. The first year they did the standard sized cards after the tall boys of the late 60s. So thanks again for watching, and hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you soon. Later.